Well, hello again. This is Anita N, the Biz Coach, coming back to you with valuable information on grants, grant proposals, all those important things that are factored in to the grant ready process. All right. Y'all know I got another pair on. You know I love my eyewear, honey. I am doing the doggone thing. I know it. You ain't got to tell me. I know it. But once again, y'all know I can't see. I got to be able to see y'all. I got to be able to read this information off on these grants that I've come across. So y'all know I can't be keeping them things on, even though I look good in them. So we're going to be talking about what is your problem. We're going to be doing a breakdown of how you explain and go into detail about what the problem is that you're trying to solve in your community. All right, or in the business sector. So that means whether you're a business or a nonprofit, there has to be a gap in services, some type of problem or issue in your community that you're trying to solve. And you're the only one that can do it, and you can do it the best. So that is the message we want to convey to the funders. So this breakdown consists of three important questions that you need to be able to ask and answer when it comes to asking for funding from funders. All right, so you want this money, so you got to be able to tell them some things. So you have to be able to answer some important questions. And so today we're only going to talk about one of those questions. We're going to be breaking it down over the next week or so. And the first question is, what are the circumstances that is causing you to want to take action? All right. What is really going on? What is your problem? So is it teens in your community, youth? Is it homeless veterans, single mothers? Is it some type of product that's being marketed that is not answering the root of the problem? And you have the answer with your product. What is it that made you want to take action? Okay. So then we want to go into answering three things under that: your who, your what's, and your how's, right? So you want to be able to tell the funder who or what is being affected. Okay. That has to do with your target population, of course. Or it could be an issue in your community. So it could be, let's say, the public water source is being contaminated, to, like I said before, homeless veterans. So it just depends on what your cause is. So you want to create a very, very vivid picture of what is affecting them and how is it affecting them. All right. So speaking of which, you want to talk about then how is it affecting them? So how is the water being affected in your community? Are fish dying? Are veterans, not receiving the services that they need when they're getting out of the military? What are the circumstances that have led them to where they are? So you want to talk about how they are being affected by this issue or your problem in the community. And then the last thing you want to try to do is to tell to what extent is this problem affecting the community. All right. Again, I always like to remind you all, it's not about your organization and the issues that you're facing. It's all about your target population or the issue in the community that you're trying to solve. So you want to talk about to what extent are these problems. You want to be able to quantify that. You want to be able to put a number on it. That's where some of your research is going to be coming in, all right? You're going to have to tell them how many homeless veterans are suffering. How are they suffering mentally, emotionally, socially? We have to go to a great extent to be able to share this information, because you got to paint that vivid picture for the funders and make it real to them as it is to you, and especially as real as it is to your target population or the segment of the market that you are in with your business. Okay. So those are some of the things you want to talk about in that first question, in answering why are the circumstances so great that you have to take action now. All right. So I'd like to, as always, share some information about a recent grant that came across my desk most recently. Okay. And I want to be able to pronounce this correctly. It is the Venia Foundation Grant, and that is spelled VINEA. Foundation Grant. And this grant is for Georgia and South Carolina nonprofits in eligible counties for programs that benefit local residents. So this is one of those ones that is regional. You know, I've talked to you all before about looking at all the details when you look up these grants. So this one has a deadline of October 31st, 2022. The funding source is Community Foundation for the Central Savannah River area and the Vania Foundation. Let's see, the grants are up to $10,000 for nonprofit organizations in Georgia and South Carolina in eligible counties. The funding is intended for activities within the focus area of underserved youth, special needs populations, and fighting poverty. Applicants may apply for general operation or problem-specific costs. Now, you will have to be located in Richmond, Columbia, McDuffie, and Burke counties in Georgia, or Aiken and Edgefield counties in South Carolina. So this is very specific, regional, geographical specific. Estimated total program funding is $50,000. So being that they're saying that it can range anywhere between $1,000 to $10,000, this is probably a pretty competitive grant, because the amount of it is $50,000 and they're having to spread it between organizations. So it's going to be pretty competitive with this one. So let's see, a website to go to find out more information is www.vaniacapital.com/about-Vania-Foundation. All right. I hope this has been valuable to you, and I, as so often before, look next, I'm excited about coming to you guys for next time and what we're going to be talking about next, about what your problem is. Okay? All right. Thanks so much. See y'all next time. Bye.